So now look, so it is our the quadratic polynomial of degree 2. Okay, so every in each term the variable must contain non-negative integer, then we can say that it is the quadratic polynomial. Here the degree of x is equal to 0. So next, our next heading is 0 of a polynomial, zeros of a polynomial. Okay, so now look, if k is 0, if k is 0 of fx equal ax plus b, then fk equal to 0. This implies that ak plus b equal 0. So put x is equal to k. This implies that ak is equal to minus b. This implies that k is equal to minus b upon a. So we can say that minus b upon a is a 0 of fx, where minus b upon a equal minus constant term, b is constant term upon a coefficient of x. Okay, so our next heading you can look that our next heading is geometrical meaning of zeros. Geometrical meaning of zeros of a polynomial. Zeros of a polynomial. So we write, when the graph of a polynomial intersect, when the graph of a polynomial intersect as much as points of x-axis, then that points are called zeros of a polynomial. Okay, suppose it is the x-axis and it is the y-axis. Suppose it is the graph of any polynomial. So this graph, suppose is the graph fx. This graph intersect x-axis at how many points? Look, 1 2 3 4 5 6, at 6 points. add 6 point 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so we can say that this this graph of a polynomial of fx shows there are five zeros. Okay, there are 5 zeros. So our next heading is zero of a linear polynomial. Zero of a linear polynomial by geometrical representation. Zero of a linear polynomial. Zero of a linear polynomial. Okay, so now look, suppose y fx is equal to ax plus b. It is a linear polynomial. Also you can write fx as y is equal to ax plus b. Okay, where a does not equal to 0. So this polynomial has only 1 0. Because by algebraically you can say that the highest power of this polynomial is 1, therefore its 0 is 1. By geometrically, now look, suppose it is x-axis, it is y-axis. Okay, the graph is this, so it is minus b upon a comma 0. So you can say that it is the equation of a polynomial. It is the line of the polynomial ax y is equal to ax plus b, or you can say fx is equal to ax plus b. You can say this graph, this straight line cut intersect at only one point of the x-axis. So you can say that this polynomial, this linear polynomial has only 1 0. So now we ahead on the next heading. Our next heading is write some note. Now look, some note. For a given polynomial fx, for a given polynomial of y is equal to fx inter fx of degree n graph must intersects at most n points. Okay, n points. So we write for a polynomial of degree of n there can be at most n0. Okay, so we will ahead on the next heading. Our next heading is relation between zeros and coefficients of a quadratic polynomial. Relation between zeros and coefficients zeros and coefficients of a quadratic polynomial. So this is our heading. Okay, so we write, if alpha beta are the zeros of a polynomial fx equal ax square plus bx plus c. So it is the quadratic polynomial where a does not equal to 0. Then x minus alpha, okay, x minus beta are the factors of fx. So we write ax square plus bx plus c is equal to k x minus alpha x minus beta. So this is the factorization of this quadratic polynomial, where k is any constant term. Now multiply x minus alpha and x minus beta. When you multiply x minus alpha x minus beta, then you will get x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta. Okay, now multiply k by these three terms, you will get minus k alpha plus beta x plus k alpha beta. Okay, also write here in the left side. Now, so our next line we write here, on comparing the coefficients of x square, x and constant term from the both sides. So when you compare x coefficient of x square, x and constant from the both side, you will get x square. Coefficient of x square in the right side k and also left side k. So you write a equal to k. Also again the coefficient of x is this. Okay, this. So minus b is equal to minus k time alpha plus beta, and also c is equal to k alpha beta. This implies that the value of a, k is equal to a. Now put in this, b is equal to minus a alpha plus beta, c is equal to a alpha beta. This implies that b upon minus a equal alpha plus beta, c upon a equal to alpha plus beta. Okay, so this implies that we can write minus to the upper side, means numerator, minus b upon a equal alpha plus beta, c upon a equal alpha beta. We can write alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a, minus b upon a. Okay, minus b upon a, and alpha beta is equal to c upon a. That is sum of zeros, equal alpha plus beta, means alpha plus beta is equal to also minus b upon a. So you know b minus time b is the, what is b? Coefficient of x upon a, coefficient of x square. Okay, also product of zeros equal to alpha into beta, and you write c upon a. C, what is c? Constant term upon coefficient of x square. Okay, coefficient of x square. So it is our proof, the heading of relation between zeros and coefficient of a quadratic polynomial. Okay, so look one example on this. So our example is, look the example. Suppose x square minus 5x plus 6. Okay, it is the polynomial. Okay, so it is the polynomial. Here you can observe that the now factorize, when you will factorize by splitting the middle term, you will get x minus 2 and in the next bracket x minus 3, and the value of k is equal to 1. Okay, the value of k is equal to 1. So we can write, so because x minus 2, x minus 3 are the factors of this quadratic polynomial, so we write here, you can see alpha is equal to 2 and beta is equal to 3. So the zeros of fx are alpha is equal to 2, beta is equal to 3. You can also say that alpha is equal to 3 and beta is equal to 2. Okay, now our next step is, so we have identified alpha and beta, means the zeros of this quadratic polynomial. Okay, now we will verify sum of the roots, sum of the zeros will be equal to minus b upon a. So now alpha plus beta is equal to, you will get alpha plus beta is equal to, here one thing is left out, it is the fx. You can write, for obtaining zeros, fx is equal to 0. This implies that x minus 2, x minus 3 equal to 0. This implies that x minus 2 equal 0 or x minus 3 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 2 or 3. Okay, x is equal to 2 or x is equal to 3. So x is equal to means x is equal to 2 means alpha is equal to 2, and x is equal to 3 means beta is equal to 3. Okay, so now look alpha plus beta is equal to, you can write alpha plus beta is equal to what? Alpha plus beta is equal to 2 plus 3 means 5. Also alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a will be, so minus b upon a is equal to minus, what is the value of b? So here you can write, here you can look, comparing ax square plus bx plus c by this, so you will get a is equal to here 1 coefficient of x square, and also b is equal to minus 5, and also c is equal to 6. Okay, so b is equal to what? Minus 5, and c is equal to 6, sorry, a is equal to 1, so you will get 5 upon 1 means 5. Therefore you can write alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon c. So our first condition is verified. Now product of the zeros, alpha into beta, alpha 2 into beta 3 means 6. Okay, also c upon a, c means 6, a means 1 means 6. Therefore you can write alpha beta is equal to c upon a. Okay, so our next heading is relation between zeros and coefficient, relation between zeros and coefficients of a cubic polynomial. Okay, so we write here, if alpha, beta and next gamma, these are the Greek alphabet, beta are the zeros of a polynomial fx equals ax cube bx square plus cx plus d. A does not equal to 0. A, B, C, D are constant. Then x minus alpha, x minus beta, and the last x minus gamma are the factors of fx. So write ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d equal to k x minus alpha, x minus beta and x minus gamma. Okay, equal k x. So now multiply x minus alpha and x minus beta, we will get x square minus alpha plus beta x and alpha plus beta, and in a next bracket x minus gamma. Now multiply this to the x minus gamma, you will get, so first x square to the x cube minus alpha plus beta x to the x minus alpha plus beta x square, and plus alpha beta to the x alpha beta x. Okay. Next minus x square to the gamma, x square gamma, and plus minus and minus plus alpha plus beta into x, and when you multiply to this you will get gamma. Okay, we will get gamma. And next, this multiply alpha beta to this alpha beta gamma. So next line you can write here x cube minus alpha plus beta, and also here minus x square gamma. So you can observe that x square here and x square here. So when you take out common, then you will get alpha plus beta plus gamma, and in out the bracket x square. Also plus alpha beta x, also here is x, right, alpha beta x, and here now multiply gamma, so it will be gamma alpha plus beta gamma, and outside x minus alpha beta gamma. Okay, so our next line will be, it will be alpha beta minus alpha beta gamma. So our next line will be k outside x cube minus alpha plus beta plus gamma x square plus alpha beta gamma plus gamma alpha x minus alpha beta gamma. Okay, now multiply kx cube, k alpha plus beta plus gamma x square plus k alpha beta gamma alpha x, and next minus k alpha beta gamma. It will be ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus 2. Okay, now we will write the next line on comparing the coefficients of x cube, x square, x and constant term. So now x cube here, so a is equal to k, b x square here, and it will be the coefficient, so b is equal to minus k alpha plus beta plus gamma. C is equal to k alpha beta gamma alpha, and also d is equal to minus k alpha beta. You can look that k is equal to a, so put b is equal to minus a alpha plus beta plus gamma. C is equal to a alpha beta gamma alpha, and d is equal to minus a alpha beta gamma. Okay, so b upon minus a equal alpha plus beta plus gamma. C upon a is equal to alpha beta gamma alpha. D upon minus a is equal to alpha beta gamma. This implies that minus b upon a equal alpha plus beta plus gamma, and it will be c upon a is equal to alpha beta gamma alpha, and minus d upon a is equal to alpha beta gamma. Okay, alpha beta gamma. This implies that you can write alpha plus beta plus gamma, sum of the zeros equal minus b upon a, and also sum of the two zeros at one time equal alpha beta gamma alpha c upon a, and also alpha beta product of the zeros is t upon. So thank you for watching my video. We will meet in the next video. Goodbye.